Hey, this is Captainoob, and this is a collection of Desert Eagles. This mod adds several standalone Desert Eagle handguns for you to use. They're injected in the leveled list, so they shouldn't be hard to find. The unique ones, I'll get to those later. They're found in more places that are a little bit more specific. But anyways, the way this mod actually adds these weapons is worth noting to start off, because it actually adds heaps of them rather than having different material swap animation to get the different colors of it, and you get to actually see that with all of these modifications here. You can change the barrel, and the way to get these finishing kit mods is you actually sort of need to deconstruct the weapon and it'll actually give you the things. So I guess the only way of finding a reliable source of those, if they're not sold in vendors, is to just break down all the Desert Eagles you'll find on your NPCs, which is interesting. We'll keep this all chrome, and we'll start off with all of the grips here. So you can have a whole bunch of grips here. It's really up to you what you like. None of them really add anything but value to the thing. We'll go for a rubber one with chrome logo. Sure, why not? And for the magazines, you can go ahead and chuck in some of an extended one if you feel like it, although again these ones probably need to be sourced out of breaking down lots of other things there, so unfortunately we'll have to stick with the default mag and that, but we'll get to an extended mag one a little bit later on. Now you can have sights on this, including reflex sights and a short scope, which is a little it's overkill on this thing. We'll just keep on the regular sights, and of course more of this nonsense on the yeah, you know, I already got all that stuff, I've already explained it. Now the frames, again, more of this stuff, lots of stuff that I really can't touch at this point. But now, for the sights, we can actually chuck on different sight colors. So we can go for night sights, which are green, 100%. Yeah, why not? They're powered ones, why shouldn't we? And we'll follow that up with a front sight powered green at 100%. That should be nice and bright. And more of this, changing the color of it with extra things. Now you can actually have custom reload animations onto this, which is added through the mod. I believe the vanilla ones just turn into deliver animations, and since we've already got the replacer for those deliver animations, it's basically the same thing no matter what I do, but that is an option if you don't have that. Now you can change the internals of this, which will help you with better AP cost and recoil reduction, which is nice, and you can actually up the caliber of this, and the way you make those calibers is just on a chemistry station, so we'll definitely do that before we head out. But you can chuck in 50 Action Express into here, very very nice, and of course a legendary effect is there if you need it, but we'd probably be doing fine with the damage we got on this. Anyways, here's Jack the Reaper. This one is found at the Quincy Quarries, so it shouldn't be too hard to find there. Again, this one can be buffed to Action Express, and we can chuck on a full auto conversion onto this, which is crazy. It even tells us that we're mad. If I could just, yeah, there we go. It's in the little legendary slot text thing there, so fine. I guess we'll do that. Chuck an extended mag on it for more bullets, and there's nothing really we can do here. We can make it polished. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of difference there. And we can't change the internals here, unfortunately, but that's about it for that one. And Soda's pistol, this one is like a Ranger Sequoia out of New Vegas. This one is found in the upper stands of Diamond City, and there's really nothing you can do. Interestingly, its slot there is saying Ranger Sequoia, but it doesn't tell you what the legendary effect actually does, so it will remain a mystery until we actually can use this thing. So enough of that, let's get into Gunner's Plaza, shoot some people. Looks like you can totally create all of those finishing kits on a chemistry station too, which makes them all nice and accessible. Great. Okay, welcome to the immersive Laggers Plaza. We'll get stuck right into these gunners, no use in sneaking around because we'll just get detected off the bat anyway. Also, there's nobody down this floor, okay? That was easy enough to pass this section. We'll go ahead and go to this single gunner in here. What is it, just a conscript? Would you believe they'll go down in one shot there? 223 damage, I think that was. So yeah, we're doing pretty well with damage. All of the turrets except for these ones exploded, and yes, this thing's got quite a lot of recoil to it. Also, that person just decided to jump in the air, and that person was me. Hello me, meet the real me. I've got a bigger gun than you, slightly. Oh god, it's weird it's weird in first person. What's happening? Also, you just missed with that punch. What are you doing, Gunner? Okay, time to focus here. Let's actually get shooting people. So there's the reload animation. It's pretty good. Nothing too decent, but you know what? It does its purpose. It works kind of well. So yeah, this thing is going to be able to hit hard. It has a lot of recoil, as you'd expect a Desert Eagle firing 50s would. So yes, that's very nice. It's also got some nice stopping power here. You can drop these gunners rather quickly, or no stim packing for you. Also, there's another one just over there. Let me just get nice and close so recoil and bad aim really doesn't matter. And we can quickly finish you off there, which is pretty good. Now we'll just run up to this person who is drowning in picture frames. I still have no idea how to fix this glitch. And we get it with one headshot there. Very satisfying kill there. And there we go. There's the reload animation. I suppose we should try out our 50 caliber one, should we? I mean our automatic one, because that totally wouldn't be a train wreck. So let's just aim at him and I think burst firing might be a way of actually controlling this thing, because bloody hell, this thing has a lot of recoil. Even when I try to control the recoil as best I can with my sensitive mouse or whatever, yeah, this thing isn't working. But fortunately for us, recoil doesn't matter in VATS, so a quick burst to your face would drop you very quickly. Mrs. Tanned Gunner who looks like Nora, and another one. Well, we only get 2 shots per VATS burst. That's a shame. I'd really expect more. Maybe it's not working properly. Also, I should probably not ignore you. There we go, there's the burst in VATS. So yes, if you want to make this thing automatic and you might need a wrist replacement after it, yeah, you can go ahead and do that. Just make sure you target things in VATS and you should have a fun time doing that. Okay, we'll switch over to the Sequoia one and see what it can do. It doesn't do a lot of stuff different, unfortunately, unless looking cool is its legendary effect. It's got nothing listed there, so maybe the intention was just to have it just like look like a Sequoia. As you can tell, or as you can't tell there, it does have 4 honorable service on the barrel there. Maybe you get to see that during the reload animation. We'll just quickly crit you over there, and we're getting a little bit dire in the health situation, so we'll rip out our automatic one and quickly finish off these gunners like that and like that. And last one there, we've procced Idiot Savant there, which is nice, and we should probably keep on the crit spamming because we're about to die. Oh, that was a cryo grenade, which blew everyone away, which is interesting. Okay, we'll switch back over to our chrome one. I should probably get out of the way of that. Okay, this is the time when the gunner's saying that I'm fucked. Probably makes a lot of sense. Okay, I don't think he got that grenade off, which is good. We'll quickly try to finish him off before he can get too many shots into us. And that recoil is definitely not helping, by the way. If I put the pinpoint legendary effect onto this, I reckon it's going to be super fun to use. Anyways, looks like there was a dude down there. Before he can get that grenade up, we'll just finish him off in VATS. And oh, that's too close. Okay, we got away from that. That's fine. Okay, so that was the Deagle, or a collection of them in Gunners Plaza. Some a little bit more crazy than others, and I'm thinking you know what I'm talking about there. So, pretty powerful weapons. The lack of suppressor is going to limit them due to stealth, so it's not going to be as versatile as the weapons I usually chuck a suppressor on. But in terms of a big heavy hand cannon that hits hard, it's doing its job just fine. Okay, so if you're like me, you're probably wondering how this thing does against high-level super mutants. So there's a warlord up there. We've got a crit. We might as well use it to get a cheeky sneak attack crit there. And we're almost in danger here. We're going to quickly slip out of that for some reason. Super mutants don't bother to look down there, or down from up there, to figure out what's shooting at them. So there we go, we're shooting this super mutant about as fast as we can without letting the recoil do too much to us, and we're not able to drop him in one mag, which okay, I guess it's expected. These guys are super tanky for relatively no reason at all, so we'll just go up close and empty the mag into him that way. Alright, obviously this isn't working. We'll rip out the Sequoia again because this thing looks cool in third person, just so we can control that recoil a little bit better. Don't have the giant frame of the gun getting in our face to throw off our aim. We can get off easier. Yeah, we can get shots off a little bit easier like this, so we'll definitely endeavor to do that. Now, we'll quickly just go up to this dude in third person and shoot him like that. Didn't quite drop him there. This thing doesn't have quite the power. Oh, so aren't you going to move, Mr. Super Mutant? He is going to move. I just had to snap him out of it for a second. Anyways, So whilst he's getting nice and staggered from this thing, maybe that's what it does, it just has a little better chance to stagger. But yeah, this thing seems to be doing well, and we can aim in third person there. Very good. Getting 500 damage on those headshots there, which is definitely useful. Maybe I should probably aim for more headshots to make sure I actually hit these targets and hit them hard. Just got to kill that doggo. There we go. Okay. There's our nice looking Desert Eagle in first person for that reload again. Very, very good weapon models and textures there. Top notch stuff. Anyways, we'll go over and shoot people with, super mutants, sorry, with this thing. And yeah, this thing not really doing it for us. So we'll go ahead and switch to our automatic one and see if we can one burst him, shooting him in the head. Not quite, but you know what? Close enough. We can do that just fine. And you know what? The next one, just so we can witness the ridiculous recoil again, we'll just aim at his balls and try to control the recoil there. There we go, we did it. There we go, there's our little super mutant strat there. Aim at the balls and try to control the recoil. As you do that, I actually ran my mouse off my desk in trying to do that. So if that doesn't tell you how bad the recoil is, then I don't know what will. Alright. Last of all, we've just got to finish these super mutants up there, which look like they're taking on some of those silly rad roaches. So, yeah, you should probably kill them easily enough. And now we can shoot you nice and easily like this. Using your finger as a select fire on this thing is actually a decent way of getting this thing to fire a little bit faster, which is neat. So you can actually output a fair amount of damage with that, and look at the damage done to us, barely any. So this thing, although it's not suppressed, you can actually rip through even the tankier super mutants at a reasonably fast pace. So it ticks the boxes for power. Ever wondered what this thing would be like without any recoil or inaccuracy penalties? Let's find out. Okay, so we've got the pinpoint legendary effect on this, which makes it rather pinpoint. And it has no recoil, so we can just hold down this trigger and pretend that this is like an oversized Glock. Maybe it was one of those Glocks that went to the gym and then got hooked on steroids or buff out, and then just didn't ever let up from there. And oh wow, we actually killed him. And we actually remained hidden throughout all of that despite not having a suppressor. Interesting. But you know what, I think I'll leave it there, and as a comparison, that's the standard Deagle recoil right there. So there you have it, that was a collection of Deagles, that's actually what the mod is called. So yeah, I'll be leaving a link in the description, and don't worry, this one's not illegal. This one is on the old Nexus site there, so everyone can access this one nice and easily. And if there's an Xbox One port, I'll be sure to link that one below too. And I'll also chuck the links to my companion Bridget mod, who is the character I'm playing as now, and my legendary mod, because, you know, I'm always plugging my mods. Why aren't you downloading my mods, guys? Thanks for watching.